Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for the hashtag Color Combo 2024. This is hosted by Tammy at Loufrou-frou Studio. You can either type this in to YouTube to go to her channel, or you can just type in hashtag Color Combo 2024, and her channel and other people's who are doing the color combo will come up. You can also type in Loufrou-frou Studio and it will come up. So yeah, it's not hard to find her channel, and there will also be a link in the description box below this video. So the color combo, each week Tammy chooses a color and a shape this year. Last year it was 2 colors. This year it's a color and a shape. So for example, last week she chose gold and star. So this particular, well, it does have stars because there's stars in the flag right there. I was going to say this particular pocket I made doesn't have a star, but there are stars in there and on her dress. And then this one I did the little boy with the gold star up there, and there's a gold pin. And this one has the gold eyelet and dangle and gold stars on his little jacket there. So that's what we did last week, just to give you an example of what's going on. The idea is to make one piece of ephemera, or whatever you want, a collage or a painting or whatever the thing is that you do. So I also, this week, the reason I was not here yesterday was I was finishing these up and getting them in the shop and getting some other items in the shop, which I'll show you real quick, and then we'll move on to the rest of the color combo. So I made... This is Grungy Fabric 2. So there's the original Grungy Fabric kit, which was a lot of the fabrics that I used in this. And so this is the second one that is even more patriotic. There's some pieces. This looks like old flag or old flag fabrics. And there's some flowers in red, white, and blue. Some navy pinstriping. Just, you know, red, white, and blue. Doesn't always have to be stars and all that. And then we have some red and white, a little bit like ticking, a little thick for ticking, but you know. And some more red, white, and blue. This whole set, this particular set is red, white, and blue colors. So I know the whites aren't white, but they're grungy, so that's because I wanted to do a journal using these, and I needed more than just those few papers that I had. So I went ahead and found some more fabric images that I liked and turned them into a digital. So that's that one. That's Grungy Fabric 2. And then I also have been working on this one for a while because I had some people ask for some shabby chic. So I have done this kit, and it's called Ballerina because there's these little fairy ballerinas in it, along with all the roses and kind of some distressing, almost looks like paint or like it's been sanded away or worn away or whatever. And so you'll see, I don't know how well you can see it there, but how there's spots where the paint's missing. That's all done on purpose. So I don't want anybody to think there's a spot on it or something. Yes, it was done to look like it's, you know, sanded. Some lacy, flowery. This kit is 25 pages. The last one was 12 pages. So this is more of like a whole journal kit. And they're all oriented this direction for the standard, like the flip-flop journals I've been doing. This is sort of a light peachy color. It's very pretty. This is much more muted, I would say, than what I normally do. But by request, I did a little bit more of a girly look. And some of these are old vintage images of ballerinas and roses and things. There's lots of backgrounds. I think it's 8 pages of the ones with more things on them, like the ballerinas or whatever. And then there's lots of background type pages that could be used. This is great for writing, obviously. You could even write over this. It's so light. And just light pink. And this beautiful floral. And then you get 2 of the CD envelope covers. These are obviously not full-size CD envelope covers. It seemed like I did do the full-size one for a long time, but Carol Laws started shrinking them down, and then other people were shrinking them down, so I just thought I'll just do 2 shrunk down ones instead. And then there's this stripe. And then we have lots of ephemera, journaling cards, extra flowers, yeah, just pieces to use wherever, some fussy cuts of the ballerinas and flowers, and more journaling cards. And I did do one art doll there just for fun. I just liked it. And then we have a couple of those fun pockets that go with this a little bit more with the shabby look. And then I have 1 page with the 3 tags, and then there's extra bits, like you could put this piece on here if you wanted to, or, you know, however you want to do it. And there's a couple more bigger pockets. Those are pretty good size pockets. And some journaling cards. They look all old and worn and grungy. And then the number 10 window envelope cover that I usually do. And most of my kits have that number 10 window envelope cover, except some of the older ones, just because I wasn't doing it yet. So, all right. So today we're gonna do cloud and silver. So the shape is cloud and the color is silver. So what I have are pieces of like book page of different types that we're going to make a cloud out of. So that will be our cloud. And then I'm going to turn it into, well, I'm going to make an art doll is what I'm going to do. So I have legs with silver shoes. And then, I mean, I'll center it all. And then we have a body. So this is kind of like her skirt. And then her head is up here. This image, this face, is from Itkupilliimaginarium. And I've used her stuff before. And I know it's one of those names that it's like, what? So I will try to remember to, I think these are from her shop too. I do have art dolls too in my shop, but I liked that face, so that's the one I'm going with. So we're going to make like a journaling card, a decent sized journaling card here, and we will put her together on that. But I'm going to tear this down. I was trying to get an idea of how big it had to be, and I think I can pretty much just, let me try to get it a little bit straight here, tear around it. So how are you guys all doing? I'm sorry, I just jumped right in, got all excited about showing you the new kits because I am excited, especially about the ballerina one, because I haven't really done one like that in a very long time. So it was fun doing that, and I hope you guys like it, especially those that were asking for more shabby type looks. And I need to say hugs and blessings to Brenda, Rhonda, and Amy. Thank you guys so much for always leaving kind comments and always watching and just being your wonderful selves. I really appreciate it. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to continuing subscribers. I love all of ya. So this you won't see. It's just book page, glue pages. I'm going to use these for backgrounds, I think. Oops, there's another wing I thought about using, but it was a little bit bigger than I wanted. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. I thought about using like old book page, but her skirt is kind of all like book page, so I didn't want to do that. Because, yeah, it would just look weird. Let me try this some more. So we're just going to kind of make a collagey background. I just didn't want her skirt, like I'll probably use some book page down here or somewhere, but I didn't want it to get, her skirt to get lost if you put it on top of more book page. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know. So yeah, it's good here. It's pretty much been rainy all day. Sunshine, and it's not super cold, so that's good. That makes me happy. But it is not particularly nice outside. So I got up and walked on my treadmill and was good about that. Trying to be better about that exercise thing. I think I'll use these. Showed up the hands of clocks and some keys. I think. I just want a piece of this. Yeah, that's right. No, it's this way. I always tear the wrong way. I feel like. Take this back down here. So yeah, I just thought an art doll would be fun. I haven't done one in a long time, and I know you don't have to like specifically use the cloud as the focal point or whatever, but I thought that would be something different anyway. I don't think everybody will be doing the same thing that way. So that's kind of fun to do something different. I have to scoot that up. Yeah, I'll just make those even with each other. Not blue. I don't want blue ink. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible, I guess, but I want the brown. So what do you guys got going on? Anything exciting? Sorry about no video yesterday. I just got way too engrossed in what I was doing. Oh, the other thing I have in the shop, I had to get rid of the original file I had for doing these frames, or you know, these are different frames, but frames like these, because it was really glitchy in the Glowforge, and I would end up throwing away probably more paper than I actually cut. So I redid the file with different frames. I'm using different frames. But anyway, you'll get 200 plus frames, and they go all the way from this itty bitty to this size. And there's black. That's an offcut. You'll also get the offcuts, and they're not perfectly spaced because it's just the in-between pieces, if you see what I'm saying. So you can just toss those if you don't want them. But I thought you might be able to use them like as a partial frame or something. But most of them are the correct type frames. 200 plus pieces of just the good frames. That's all I counted were like the good pieces like this. And you will get them in black, red, and craft, and this is 65-pound cardstock. So that's what they will be. There's ovals and the rectangles and all. You can check them out on my Etsy shop if you're interested and see a little bit better all the different shapes. So they go from the itty bitty to the, like, from a 1/2 inch to 3 inches, roughly 3.5 inches. So a nice variety, that's what I will say. Yeah, that file drove me crazy. I really did not like cutting those because I could never get it to cut quite right. So I got rid of the file. So now there are new ones in the shop. It's always tricky with all this technology. They say it makes life easier, but sometimes I'm not totally convinced. Okay, so I'm going to put this one down first. So this will probably go fairly quick today, I think, because, yeah, just an art doll, basically, on a journaling card. But that's the way it is some days. Sometimes I think of more elaborate things. These tend to go pretty fast, these, the color combo, I feel like. And that ink pad is so much more inky than my old one. I already messed up that page. Oh, the sun's trying to peek out now, so that's nice. It was really nice yesterday afternoon. I did go sit outside and do some work for about an hour. It was beautiful out. Just nice to sit out there and listen to the birds and all that, because they're having a party, let me tell you. I'm sure you know if you have lots of birds in your area. And you've got some spring type weather happening. I have no real stories to tell. It's been very quiet around. My niece's baby is doing fabulous. He is 11 pounds and he is the cutest thing. Oh my goodness, she has a site where she puts pictures that isn't, like everybody can't see the pictures, you know what I mean? Like it's not Facebook or whatever, it's just for families only kind of thing. And he's just turning into smiley guy. He's so cute. He's already 2 months old. How crazy is that, y'all? 2 months when she was pregnant was like an eternity. As we were all just holding our breath, you know. If you don't know, if you're new to my channel, my niece had a baby in January, but she started having all kinds of problems when she was not even 20 weeks pregnant. And we really didn't think the pregnancy was going to make it, but she did, and the baby's wonderful and healthy and so cute. Of course, right? He's a good baby too, from what she said. He isn't a real fussy baby or anything. Happy little guy, which is awesome. Okay. I wanted kind of angel wings, but I couldn't find any that I liked, so I'm going with the butterfly wings, which I do quite a bit when I do art dolls. They just seem to work pretty well. I mean, you don't have to put any wings on them, but I just like to. So this, I'm thinking it might be kind of fun to take this silver paint. I probably should have done this first. I'm such a dope. It's actually ink, it's not paint, but you could use paint, or if you had like a silver type pen or something like that. Let me see if I can't sort of go around the edges a little bit. And it's Winsor and Newton ink in silver. And I'm going to do the best I can with my shaky hands, as y'all know. But it's the silver lining, right? Apropos when talking about the baby, because that was a bit scary for a while, but now it's all good. Okay, I'm just going to set that. Actually, this does dry pretty darn quick, this ink. It doesn't stay too wet for too long. Oops. Oh, well. Oops. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my goodness me. This paper's so thin it just like folds over. We'll do some splatters too if I remember. I cannot get this on here to save my life without making a mess. That one's got extra silver lining. Yeah, I just used all different types of paper and just cut the first cloud and then kind of traced it to sort of get the same lines. But you could do them all different too. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to match up perfectly. Just kind of looks cool. Sorry, much concentration. Okay, I think that'll be good for now. I might have to pause for a second to get that dry. Let's go around this real quick with a little ink. So this is a nice big journaling card. This would be great for slipping down in those, you know, when you do like a full page pocket of some kind. That's what that would be great for. Something like that. So I think I'll build the cloud here first. Almost out of glue again. I'm going through these glue sticks like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, that wasn't quite dry, but let yours dry if you do this. What was this in, huh? So these look quite similar as far as the coloration of these two book pages. But it's fine. It's just giving you that layering. And different colors a little bit. Thought I glued it to the glue page. That would be bad. And you can see I'm just kind of putting them like they're cut each a little bit smaller than the one before. Where did I put my little, oh my goodness, Amy. The only thing with this ink is it does come off on stuff for a little while. Even when it's dry, you can get some little bitty flakes of it. Oh, was this one supposed to go over here? I think so. Did I do it backwards? Oh no, this is right. Okay, and then we'll use Barely Art. And I just found this lady with this silver dress on Pinterest. I mean, wherever, out of a magazine, whatever. I just don't get any magazines, so I didn't have magazines. But if you have magazines, I'm sure you can find something. Her face was a little modern. Plus, I didn't want any copyright issues or anything like that. So I figured if I just used parts, it wouldn't be quite so difficult. I'm just going to put a little glue right there for now. And I'm tucking her hair behind her hand and putting her hand in front of her face. So you got to kind of play with it to figure out what looks right. The dry corner here. Tip it a little. I want that. Her hand right there at her face. And I'm just going to kind of go behind her hand and get some of the hair here don't want to get too close up on her face because otherwise I'll probably end up with a big blob of paint somewhere right on her face. Or not paint, glue. This is a little floppy, but luckily it'll be glued down so it doesn't matter. We need to put a little bit under this. You could probably leave it loose too, and that would be fun. And then the butterfly. This was a whole butterfly, but it's easier if you cut them in half to get the wings to look right, because otherwise they look like you only get the tips showing if you try to glue the whole butterfly on sometimes. And then I just kind of put these little parts of the butterfly body sort of like where your shoulder blades might be, roughly. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I got to figure out which foot's, yeah, this was right. That's right. Okay. Which foot's which there. And you got to kind of think about like where would your body be, like, so you don't end up with a leg over too far where it looks like it's not really attached. Unless that's the look you're going for, which that is. People do collage-y things like that. And you want our feet to sort of be about the same. This one looks to be on the ground flat. That one's more up on its toe. And let's hope she fits, right? We probably should do some sort of snarky saying, I feel like. She looks like she's got a little snark to her. Let's see. Me, sarcastic? Never. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. I'm sorry, and by sorry, I mean get over it. Relax, we're all crazy. It's not a competition. I'm going full snark with her just because I feel like it works. So we will do, sorry for the mean, hurtful, accurate things I said to you. She's snarky. What can I tell you? Oh my goodness, this glue thing sometimes. I love these glues, but this one's getting quite low, so I think it's just that. Well, actually, it's about at least a quarter full, if not a little bit more. Just doesn't want to ever. It's either oozing out the top, which you just saw me wipe off, or it won't come out. Oh, somebody's telling me to do that kind of thing. I do listen, I just forget because I'm dingy like that. I try to listen anyway. To suggestions and ideas. So this challenge is very fun. I highly recommend. I think these challenges that are kind of simple, don't have a ton of rules or like, I don't know, things that you have to do a certain way or whatever, they're just fun. They just kind of give you a jumping off point, you know, point to start and get going. Because like this one and mine, you can make whatever you want. We're not policing or any of that. So I think they're worth it. definitely fun. Oh, I was going to put more things down before I glued her down. Why do I do that? I wanted more things on there. Don't you hate it when you get ahead of yourself? I do, because like this isn't going to fit now. I guess I could sort of cut it. Oh, it sort of slides right under there. Look at that. Yeah, it just needs some ink-a-dink. Let's seize today, don't believe tomorrow. Don't believe tomorrow? Interesting. Some of these things you buy and then you get looking at them and you're like, that's weird. They come in those sets, you know, it's like a whole bunch of whatever. And then you get looking at it and you're like, that's very bizarre. But okay. I want you to go under there. Oh, my neighbor is driving me insane. He's always out in the garage playing music so loud. When you're in our bedroom, it's just like, you might as well be in his garage with him. It's very... Ugh. I think some people don't ever think about, you know, other people. I always try to think, oh, I bet my neighbors wouldn't like this, or whatever. I guess that's just the way I am. But it's been days of it. Days. He's the type you don't want to complain to, because then he'll just do it more. If you've ever been around one of them, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just making a mess of this. That's what ink is for. Okay. I will put the saying on. I just want to see if there's anything else I want to use. I don't think this is going to work now. I kind of thought about putting that with that. I guess I could hang it off too, or like cut it off. I wonder if these tear. Probably not with the backing stuff on them, huh? I mean, they'd probably tear without the, yeah. I know I can cut it with, maybe. That's very... Yeah, that doesn't even work. You can't even cut it with the fancy scissors. So we'll just cut it with scissors. I'm going to trim it some more and just scoot down a little. I'm going to trim that poor little butterfly. Okay. I don't know if I like that one more, or I just always think these are mean. Maybe I'll do this one. A penny for your thoughts seems a little pricey. She kind of has that look. I always trim these. I don't know. I have to I'm going to have to go like... They never fit at their full length, I feel like. My icky, sticky fingers. Probably stitch around this, so I want to leave a little room on the edge. Okay. Anything else? I always do love the number 5. I just want this as some background, more like just the letters more than what it actually says. I could do admire, that's fine. Okay. Running out of glue. So kind of do over here. Just to have a little bit lighter background for this to go on, since it's got a dark background. All right, I like it. We need to back it with something. Oh, this grungy paper is good. Grungy coffee dye. I think this is from my sister. And she did, oh, I ripped it too skinny. Rusty bits and coffee to get that. Actually, this side's even cooler because it's got the drop in it. Drip drop. Just a spot to write. Put my pin back before I completely seal that glue up. Oh my gosh, it's almost already like that. I need to go wash the whole thing. It's a stinker. I don't have to do the top because it's black. Doesn't need more. That sounds good. Sauteed bok choy and shiitake mushrooms. Mmm. Yum. That has the drip drop too. There we go. That's a new glue that I got out. I thought I was losing my mind. Like, I know I just got a glue out. So I guess I wasn't going totally crazy. I was thinking, man, I use a lot of glue. I mean, I do use a lot of glue, but luckily my friend Heidi stocked me up. Oh, and she sent me some goodies too, which was super sweet of her. I really don't usually accept Happy Meals, but that was just very nice. Just because I have so much stuff and I just don't have any more room for stuff, so that's why. But it was just a little bit. I got no more room. Oh, that was good. Look at that. I got all that little silvery paint on there. Quite talented at making a mess. All right, there is our journaling card. I actually could go stitch around it and come back and show you guys. I think I'll do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back and I have stitched some fabric up there. So that's the whole thing. And this fabric, my friend Linda gave to me. Thank you, Linda. And it has these two pieces that come off like that. And so it almost looks like she has like or not antlers. Oh my gosh. Antennae. If you notice it. Alrighty. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was Silver and Cloud. Oh, no, we're not done. I almost forgot. I almost forgot the splatters. Gotta have the splatters of silver, but we need to put something on her face so we don't end up with silver splatters on her face. I will get it everywhere because I always do. You got to make sure you stir this a lot or shake it a lot or whatever, because it settles. See, first thing I did is splat right where it would have been her face. Alrighty, I think that is good. Let's take this off. There she is in all her sparkly goodness. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I will chat with you again soon. Have a fantastic weekend. Love you guys. Bye.